Are you new to doing online ministry? Well, I'd love to share some of the things that I've learned over the years as a church online pastor here at Life.Church, so keep watching. Hey, my name is Alan George. I'm the church online pastor here at Life.Church, and I'm excited to share with you a few things that I've learned over the years as a church online pastor here at Life.Church, and it starts with the people. I know it's tempting if you're getting into online ministry, you start thinking about the technology and the platform. Let me remind you, it starts with the people. We're pastors. God's called us to reach our people. And so make sure our priorities are right. Make sure that you set people over technology, because the tools and the way we do ministry can change, but the reason we do it never changes. And as we begin to minister to our communities, we realize something beautiful, that people online tend to be more open, more vulnerable than they would be in a face-to-face scenario. Here's what I experienced. Before being the church online pastor here at Life.Church, I was at one of our physical locations, and it was interesting how I could spend months shaking hands with people and asking them, hey, how's it going? And they would just respond like any one of us would, yep, doing well. When I moved to online and started doing ministry here, that one question would open up the floodgates. People would just, for some reason, feel like they can share. And I love that about doing ministry online. And so as a church, it's important for us to listen, because again, we're here for our people. The next question I always get is, what about metrics? What about numbers? And as pastors, we're tempted to find out, is our ministry working? Are we doing what we're supposed to do? Well, let me burst a bubble here. Being in a physical location in the past, I know that we want to find the equivalent of the physical attendance in church online. That doesn't exist. There's nothing that is as clear as a person sitting in a seat. So what do? Well, we look at the whole story. The beauty of online ministry is there's a lot of numbers we can look at. And so it's easy to feel overwhelmed and go, there's so many things, what do I look at? Well, it starts with making sure that you know what your mission is, and that mission will direct you as to what numbers matter to me. And allow yourself the freedom to experiment. Look at the whole story. When are people coming? How long are they staying? Are they coming back? What action steps are they taking? A rule of thumb that I have is when I look at a number, I need to be able to make a decision or take an action based on that number. So look at what you're doing. Look at the ministry you have. What action steps can you take based on the numbers you're tracking? Those are the numbers you need to be looking at. Now, over the years, I've learned all of that's great, but I've got to know and believe in my heart that God's put me here in this place. So if you're wrestling with that question, am I the right person to step into this? Am I the right person to take our church into this new season? Do I have all the answers? How do I handle the new frontier? I want to assure you that God knew exactly what He was doing when He placed you in this role. And so what do? You lead strong. You lead knowing that the God who called you is faithful to complete the work that He's already began in you. So I'm excited because as churches all over the world, this is not just an opportunity. Like leveraging technology to reach people is not just an opportunity. It's a responsibility that we have as a church. And I love that I get to serve alongside you. So I hope you enjoyed that video. We'd love the opportunity to stay connected with you. So make sure you hit subscribe and check out our channel, because we've got a ton of resources for pastors and church leaders and ministry leaders. So make sure you see that, make sure you check it out, and let us know in the comments if there are questions you want answered.